Hey guys, and welcome back to Trekyards. I'm the very argumentative Captain
No,
Foley.
you're not.
Yes, I am.
Do you want to fight about it?
Yeah, I do. Who are you?
Commander Coggins.
Yeah. Oh, who cares?
I do.
You know
They do.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you need a haircut. You need to brush your hair. You need to go back to where you came from and go do something else. I don't know. I'm not very good at this.
You get on
Being
too well.
Being argumentative. That's right.
It's great when the skit starts as we start filming. We don't know how to do it. We start without planning. We just do.
It wasn't a good one either, too. But anyway, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Tellarites, and we've got a new Tellarite for Discovery.
Yeah.
And it dropped the day before episode 11.
And this is one that was not seen in the teaser, so I was kind of surprised to then see it revealed. It's weird they keep revealing certain things, like just let us see it in the show. Well, I get the feeling if they hadn't revealed it in a teaser, Pill wouldn't have put them two and two together until they mentioned Tellarite in the episode. Like, huh? So it softens a blow, like showing stuff ahead of time. So what was your first reaction to the picture and then in the episode?
Well, my first reaction to the leaked photo, or not leaked photo, the promotional photo, was, damn, he looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean character. But on closer examination, it's not bad. I do like the addition of the tusks. Again, like the pig features. I think it's a good reimagining, but it doesn't. It almost doesn't feel like a visual reboot, right? But it doesn't feel like it belongs in the Star Trek universe. Almost, it almost feels like a Star Wars alien or an alien of the week, something you'd see in the Planet of Galactic Peace. I forget the name of the planet.
Nimbus 3.
Nimbus 3. Yeah, I see him in the bar there. So I like it, and the more I look at it, the more I see what they were trying to do with reimagining a warthog. It's got that warthog kind of vibe to it.
Yep.
And the Tellarites have always looked like pig creatures from the beginning. So this is just it's change for the sake of change, this one, I think. The Andorian was much more in line with what it should be. This is kind of a step away.
So when watching the episode, at no point, at no point did I look at them and say that's a Tellarite. Like I was, obviously I've been prepped, but if I'd watched it cold, I would not have occurred to me it was an Tellarite. Sorry, just filmed Andorian. Wouldn't have occurred to me to be a Tellarite until they said Tellarite. I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah.
I mean, the Tellarites, and I said this in the preview we were discussing it, it's like, Tellarites are a iconically we don't care species. You know? They're in an episode, and I'm going back to Theo's picture, it's just a dude that's been painted more pink, a lot of hair, and a really rubbish mask nose. I mean, it's an awful makeup, it's barely an alien, but it has its own feel. And the fact is, and Tellarite, quite an important race in the Star Trek canon. Then we get Enterprise, and they really sort of refine it. They actually take away the pig-like a lot. It's just a big species that has a lot of hair, that has lots of wrinkles and a piggy nose. But it's not really a pig anymore. It's just humanoid alien called Tellarite. But you could always recognize a Tellarite out of a crowd, you know?
Yeah.
I look at this Tellarite, and I see, Pirates of the Caribbean. I see some sort of weird fantasy creature. It's weird. It's not bad, but I would not have guessed it was a Tellarite. It just doesn't look like a Tellarite to me. You can sort of see it when you break down to just its nose. But
yeah. Well, to be fair, most Tellarites we've seen, even in Enterprise and TOS, we haven't seen a lot of Tellarites.
No.
What I'm saying. But the ones we have seen, I think there's actually one in Star Trek 4 in the trial scene.
Yeah.
But they always have a beard.
Yeah.
They always have a full beard and, hair, usually receding hairline. This guy that in Discovery is quite clearly bald. He's got a little bit of hair back here. So I wouldn't call that a receding hairline. I'd call that bald with a little bit of hair. And he doesn't have a full fleshed out beard, which might, in fact, hide those little additions of the horns, which almost look like Predator. Anyway.
I love Predator.
Yeah. So he looks like well, it's the mirror universe too. He's a rebel, so he looks different. The pirate analogy is actually pretty good.
Yep.
He's got a different look than the standard Tellarite might have. So I need to see more Tellarites before I can really make up my mind. I guess this could just be a one-off. Like I shaved, I'm unique. Look at me. I don't know.
And people do always refer back to, well, they changed the Betazoids from their first appearance to the last, every other appearance. And it's like, yes, because they had a look, which wasn't really a look, and they cemented their look because they were making more of a main character. They retconned it. This is them knowing what an Andorian Tellarite looks like, both cheapy version and fully fleshed out version. I mean, 10 years ago, they had good makeup. Obviously, they looked really good. Same with Andorians, they looked pretty much spot on as creatures, whatever. And then, like I said, it's change for change's sake because, again, people are shouting out, this is a visual reboot. They're not. Yeah. This is roughly what it looks like, but its own style, as certainly with the Klingons and certainly with the Andorians as well. So it's not meant to look or feel like a Tellarite, but if you look closely, you can see a couple of features that relay. Actually, even the eyebrows are a nice touch. The Enterprise ones, they go up quite a lot and they go around, which this one's just go up, which actually I appreciate that thing. But it's weird to see them have tusks. That I was not expecting because they never have tusks. And yes, you could say they were hidden, but there's a pretty hefty tusks. Because there's a beard, they're hidden. Okay, that's forcing it.
I was stretching. I mean, if you look at the Enterprise ones, obviously they don't have the tusks. Yeah. But then again, as we said with the Andorians, I'm sure Tellar's a big planet. They might have multiple continents. They might have different variations from different regions of the planet.
Yep.
Could be that the tusks are only, from the northern hemisphere or something. I don't know. But like I said with the Andorian too, we haven't seen any more than just this one in Discovery, and it's got the addition of the extra horns or whatever above the eyebrows.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to see more before I know for a fact that that's what they're actually going for. If they all have the tusks, then
but
that would
unfortunately,
make sense.
We're being naive because Klingons, we gave them several outs. Cthulhu Mars was an ancient sect, they had their own practices, and then we see mirror Klingons. They look the same, and just random. All Klingons look the same and wrong. So don't give. I think they have not earned. They've lost the benefit of the doubt when it comes to alien species. Unfortunately, at this point, they're changing them. And again, it doesn't look bad, but I would not have guessed it was a Tellarite.
Yeah.
And you kind of appreciate they're going back to the pigginess of TOS, but you knew what they looked like from, but again, they're not very unique looking creatures, but just, if you're going to use them, just use them. Like, they were never important visually, they were just important historically. Or if you can do tusks, do teeny ones that pop out, so it's like, they could be hidden by facial hair. Do them lower down. Do them here, and teeny, like not Vorta, but Jem'Hadar. But like teeny ones. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, under the beard, it's our beard. You've got a beard that hides or chin. It's like chin bones for us, hidden by a beard. Would have been better. But this is kind of, I don't know. It's not bad. It just doesn't look like an Tellarite. And that's again. So we're not complaining the quality, it's just change for change's sake. And it was so poorly focused on in the show. The Andorian got some good time, but so it was like, oh, okay, it's a thing that's sort of Tellarite-y.
And to be fair, most of the Tellarites we've seen, just scrolling through these pictures, have been more rotund, kind of like me. I got a belly, and a little bit bigger. The one from Discovery seems like a much scrawnier one. Mm-hmm. Just worth pointing out. But as a race, I think they're bigger and shorter creatures, kind of like dwarves from fantasy games. Shorter, bigger, and the beard.
Pig. That's obviously the thing they're going for. But yeah, Enterprise, we saw ambassadors, we saw ship captains, we saw delegates, we saw higher ups. Enterprise, we saw delegates. So there's a certain level we've seen. I guess aides as well. In this version, we're seeing warrior, renegade, rebel, commander. So yeah, that is certainly different. But it's like, again, it was like we said with the Klingons. If in the we gave them the out, in the scene where we see all the different captains, if 4 out of 10 had a hair, and 2 more had a ponytail like Chang, they have had their outs to show both type of Klingons. Because really in this era there should have been smooth heads and ridges. We've seen no smooth heads, which I've actually forgotten. We haven't seen any smooth heads. There should be smooth heads all around in varying places. So they've also abandoned that.
Well,
So, you know, you want to see...
1960s. That's what people are going to say. 1960s.
But then it was shown in Enterprise, which is the latest
know.
canon.
Hey,
Like,
I know, but I know what people are going to say in the comments. It's a TV show, guys. Get over it. But we're here to explain it, because that's what we do.
Yeah, but, you know, if you're not going to link to what's been done before, then why call it another... That's why, you know, I don't like Star Wars Episode 7, the Cantina scene, because they don't use any pre-existing aliens from any book or show or movie. They just invent new ones. Now, okay, great, they're not messing up old aliens, but you've got this wide universe. Why are you inventing 13 more aliens? So in this situation, why mess up a pre-existing alien if you want to make up your own thing? To make this to make him look completely non-Tellarite, you make the nose like really pointy. Change that one feature, and there wouldn't be any Tellarite in him. You would just say, dude with hair, looks like Johnny Depp a little bit, with the Pirates of the Caribbean, like you said, with lots of wrinkles around the eyes.
Yeah.
You know, one change would be not a Tellarite, which says something about the design. You know.
Yeah, well, I think in all fairness, that could be said about a lot of the different makeups. One change
Sure.
is all it takes. So.
Sure.
But anyway, yes, guys, do you disagree with us? Because you better. I want to hear your arguments in the comments section below. Anyway, I guess final thoughts. Sorry.
Yeah. Show us you love us by saying we're wrong.
Right. But my final thought is interesting redesign of a character. I can see where they were going, especially with the added tusks, kind of give that warthog vibe. But why? Just don't. It's established. Many series have established this. Leave it alone. Just give it a little bit more of a modern look, upgrade, something, just, I don't know what, but just don't add things for the sake of adding things.
Or at least make him super minor so you can say it's from the West Hemisphere.
Yeah, something like that.
Because
next time I see a Tellarite, it better look better. That's all I'm saying.
Or like I said, have 6 in a row, and like that's the one from TOS, that's one from TNG, that's one from here's 3 new ones. Because that's cool. Broadening out. That's why we said give Klingons all the different looks, because then broad universe rather than all the same look, which devalues the Klingon race for the 50 years, because it's like, oh, they don't exist. Oh, okay. So if you want to support us, talk about more stuff, because we have other stuff to talk about in this episode, and Emperor, whoever, spoilers, you'll see later. Lots of stuff to talk about, and I'm excited to see more aliens, because, again, the Andorians were close, Vulcans are the same, Klingons are pretty wrong. So they're, 2 for 2 right now. Pretty much. So we'll see if we should see any more, although I guess we're going to the Terran Empire headquarters, so we won't see them because they're xenophobic. But hey, if we do, we'll report on them. If you want to support this show, Patreon, a great way of doing it. Support us every month, like Netflix, Hulu, whatever, monthly subscription service. But you're getting all the great content, and you know that with your support, we have the backbone of support financially that lets us pay our bills, which let us put the time towards this show and do more shows and develop, because we want to do better things, but we can't do it without support. Because if you're not saying, make more with my view, my money, we shouldn't do it, So support us if you want to see more. Patreon/Trekyards, give a little bit and help us out.
That's right. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video around, and put your thoughts and comments down below. Interact with other fans, and check out the Facebook page, Facebook groups. We have a few Trekyards Facebook groups, actually, and there's some great stuff on there all the time. So really creative and awesome people and great conversations. So check all that stuff out. And until next time, guys, we will see you in the future. I'm Captain Foley.
And Connor Coggins, and I think we'll not fight for that outro, just be civil. Bye, guys.
Right.